Okay, Karate Combat fans, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, representing Hong Kong, Sasha Palatnikov.
Welcome to Karate Combat, Sasha Guailo Palatnikov. Extremely interesting character, this guy, representing Hong Kong and Las Vegas as part of his camp has been at Syndicate MMA over in Vegas. This guy's, he's boxed, he was in the UFC for a while as well. He even played professional rugby in Russia.
Professional rugby, how cool is that? And he likes a kick that you like a lot. I saw you doing it on the back a lot of times, the question mark kick, and he's going to look to see if he can land it. And he's really good with it. So if he's as good as you, and I got to tell you, no, for real. And even Stephen Wonderboy Thompson said the same thing. He saw it. That was really nice, Josh.
Oh, I'm just going to go pass out from the compliments now.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Canada. Welcome, Rob Buckshot Buxton.
So we welcome back to Karate Combat Rob Buckshot Buxton. He's 1-0, picked up a really good TKO victory over Adrian Galvan back in June of this year. Originally from Tang Soo Do, big middleweight at 6'3".
He says that he's gonna be the first fighter to win a fight with a knee. So I can't wait. I apparently been working a lot on this on this weapon. So we'll see how it's gonna turn out.
Certainly hope so. Tail of the tape here. Sasha Palatnikov. Guailo is his nickname. If you're wondering, that means White Devil. It's something that native folks in Hong Kong call the foreigners who live there. It's the nicest way I can describe it. Rob Buckshot Buxton, 28 years old. There you go, standing a little bit taller, a little bit lankier. But the Canadian is a Tang Soo Do proponent, looking to build his record to 2-0.
Fighters, it is now time to enter the pit.
Of course, the biggest giveaway in sports history just got 2 times bigger. For a limited time only, receive 2 times the standard karate token allocation after our initial DAO launch. Go to karate.com/airdrop or scan the QR code on your screen right now to receive twice the standard token allocation. Offer ends 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night, December 18th. Don't miss out and sign up now. Oh, Palatnikov going to work quickly, but Buxton firing straight back.
It was nice already how we avoided the front kick, just moving out of the way and right away coming back. That was really nice done there by Palatnikov.
Yeah, both these guys very tall, but you can see Buxton's got that little bit of edge there.
Yeah, he wants to try to use that reach to his advantage. Close too fast.
Oh, I love the head movement from Palatnikov.
Body head, love it.
Yeah, it's a big step up for Buxton. He's fighting a guy with that has a lot of experience in combat. You know,
Yeah,
talk about a guy that fought in multi different combat sports. So it's interesting.
Yeah, he called it a high reward fight. So if he wins, it's going to be a high reward for me.
See both these guys very technically sound, keeping their composure even with some of these huge flurry exchanges.
That's a single kick again. You got to watch out. You get countered.
Again, look at the head movement from Palatnikov, finding those angles, get behind the tricep.
Yeah. Buxton misses a lot. You know, that's gonna play a role in terms of stamina. You know, over time. You know, if he keep missing his punches, it's gonna be hard. You know, he's gonna empty his gas tank.
Let your hands go, son. Let's go. 1 minute. Be quick. Be quick. Be quick. You heard him. He's hurt. Yes. Down the pipe.
You can see some of that boxing experience of Sasha Palatnikov. Was the Asian cadet champion in Macau. Granted, that was a fair time ago.
We didn't see too many leg kicks so far. It's kind of surprising. A lot of especially Buxton is trying to attack the head.
An eye poke, I believe.
Well, that's unfortunate. Doesn't happen very often, but guys, thoughts on that first 2 minutes? Palatnikov looking very fluid in there.
Very nice, very calm and relaxed. Even after big strikes, you know, the way he lets him miss. Very much in control.
Oh, and he was framing off in the clinch there, and accidental, I think. You can see immediately he stops and acknowledges it.
What do you think? You want to see the doctor for a second? You want to take a look? Okay, let me get the doctor. Doc.
Oh, doctor is stepping in.
Eye poke's always very unfortunate, Bassett. George, you suffered a couple of nasty ones over the years.
Yeah. So you never know. Sometimes you have to be very careful with this, because that's a good thing that the doctor is stepping in to make sure for the fighter's safety, because you know you could have like retina detachment sometime. You know, it depends what is going on. You know, so it's important that the doctor take a good look at it, and safety first, right? That's what karate combat is about.
Yeah, from Palatnikov's perspective, you know, he's got to be very careful not to infer that he can't see at any point, because then he'll get no chance, and the doctor will stop that. So you can see we're all looking very festive this evening, decked out for the Karate Combat Christmas show. I've got to say, I'm loving the bell, waiting to ring it.
Yeah, look at that. Hey, camera. Hi.
We even have Santa Claus here.
We do.
Yes.
We do indeed.
Is
We're going to take it with
daughters? What's Mrs. Santa Claus going to say?
That's cool. We'll give him a couple more.
Well, he does have up to 5 minutes to recover, and you know, it's interesting because if you actually take I've never really seen anyone take the full 5 minutes, because it's a huge chunk of time in reality.
Yes.
Now you think about it, it's like it's either the pelotas or the pelotas in your head that you get 5 minutes for, right? Never thought of that.
Yeah, so you know, it doesn't look good, because I remember when one of my fight, when I got an eye gouge, an accidental eye gouge. When you rub your eyes, sometimes it makes it worse. You know, so hope it's gonna be for the best, but
yeah, it looks like it was the little finger of Rob Buxton.
When you see a fighter keep rubbing his eyes, it might be irritated, and he might irritate it even more. So.
I mean, look, let's talk about what happens if he can't continue. It's a no contest because we're still in the first round, so we're not rendering a judge's decision. It literally will just become a no contest through an accidental eye poke. It would be extremely unfortunate, because it was really shaping up to be a good bout. I think we are going to continue.
Nice.
You let me know when you're ready. We're good to go?
I mean, psychologically, guys, the fighter's got to feel a lot of pressure to, you know, get this one back underway.
That's the thing, you know, you don't want to turn the crowd down.
Oof. And they're back at it like nothing happened.
Right. Oh! Palatnikov, big right hand, drops Buxton to the canvas. He's opening up here from a standing position, and that is a TKO for Sasha Palatnikov.
Wow. What a comeback. Wow.
Yeah, he made it fast work. He said, I can't see, might as well finish it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hit the one in the middle.
That's what they say, Rocky.
Oh my goodness. Well, we knew this guy was going to be a force in the middleweight division.
Wow, immediately connected with that big shot. Boom. That was
beautiful.
it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait to see the flurry there. What was great was, you know, that standing position, just rapid fire. You're not downed if you're against the wall, right? That was still, you know.
You know, that's also his MMA experience, right? I mean, ground and pound.
Right, good base, standing up tall, throw the strike.
Using the reach. Here we go. Watch this.
Yeah, look at the replay.
Boom.
Left.
No.
Oh, wow.
That was clean.
On the button, right on the jaw. And again, a cool one.
When you're on the wall, you're not grounded.
Yeah, and that wall just keeping that head propped up nicely for him.
Now he's pushing himself away, and now the barrage is coming. There we go.
Yeah, good
I would
call.
say, who cross?
Good call. Yeah.
Oh, spun him like a top.
Ay, ay, ay.
I mean, Buxton, he hung in there, tried to get some sort of guard back, but Sasha Palatnikov, vicious.
What a comeback, you know, because if you got, let's say he would have come back, but his eye is not 100%. Like your depth perception is affected, because if you can't see well from one of your eyes, it's terrible. It's a terrible way to fight. So wow, it's even
Well, a Fisher decision coming your way now.
Karate Combat fans, our winner tonight, coming out of the blue corner by TKO, Sasha Palatnikov.
Well, your winner by TKO, Sasha Palatnikov. He is up pit side with Layla Machado-Garin.
Sasha, fantastic to speak to you now. Nothing more frustrating than an eye poke, but some of us have a little theory back here. That fantastic flurry came straight away as you came back in. We did see you nod at the medic to say you could see, but could you see? And was that flurry because you knew that you were hindered in your eyesight there?
Well, I don't know what it is, but almost every one of my fights I get poked in the eye or kicked in the nuts. So if there's a way to put me out, they think that's the way. But tonight, I was blurry. As soon as I got hit in the eye, I couldn't really see. But I'm the Cyclops. But the referee and the medics, they gave me enough time to recover, which I really appreciate. I fought in South Carolina, and I had the crowd booing me, and they were rushing me to get back in there. So it was good to give me the time to recover. Amazing promotion, Karate Combat, Florida Athletic Commission, taking care of everything so professionally. I'm just happy to compete. And what an amazing crowd this guy is. This place is, the atmosphere, oh my God. Y'all make this everything for us. Without the fans, this is nothing. But yeah, I hope you guys like that performance. I think it's definitely bonus worthy. It's Christmas time. We need that money, baby, let's go.
You were definitely calm and composed under elements of pressure to go back in. You must have felt, should I, shouldn't I? But when you went back in, that power, that flurry, what drove you?
Well, I mean, all credit to my opponent. You know, Buxton was, you know, he had me on the ropes a couple times. He hit me with some good shots. But like I said, I have experience. My boy Strickland's fighting tonight. That boy smacked me a bunch, so that's why I wasn't put out in that first round. But I just knew I was a bit pissed off that I got poked in the eye, so I just wanted to come out and just put it on him, and that's exactly what I did.
Frustrating you seems like not the right thing to do.
No.
What does the future hold for you now?
Well, I thought tonight was my job resume with Karate Combat. What you guys think? You think I did a good job? So I'm hoping that I get myself into some contender shots. I'd love to fight some of these other middleweights. Who knows, maybe even move down to welterweight. I just want to be competing as much as possible. Whenever the next card is on, I want my name on there first. February, March, whenever that is. So I'm back in the gym Monday. I got no injuries. Let's go.
Thank you very much. Congrats.
All right. Wow, that was a really fascinating one. This has been a killer undercard. You know, Layla and I were talking during that, and we saw Sasha there throughout that fight. To fight the way he does in the fire requires a serenity, a calmness under pressure. The world we live in is incredibly distracting, and one of the things that's so appealing to a martial artist like Sasha is within that fight, there's no bills, there's no neighbors, there's no trouble, there's nothing, there's only the fight. When his eye was injured, both Layla and I were saying, I don't know if he can see. Suddenly he comes out and he finishes that fight. Highly intelligent, stayed relaxed long enough to find the moment to finish it just in case the eye was damaged, which leads me to a story. When I was traveling with the great sensei George St. Pierre over there, when he was fighting Michael Bisping, in round 3 of the fight, George comes up from the fight and he can feel that his head is cut open. Then he attacks mercilessly and finishes George. Now, or finishes Bisping. George, I would like to ask you, did you know you were cut in that moment and realize you had to finish it in case the doctor stopped it?
I don't know how bad it was until I saw it on TV, but I felt the blood coming down, so I knew I was in a hurry, but I don't know the gravity of it. No, I didn't. I just fought the best I could, and it turns out to be my way.
That's the beautiful thing for a martial artist, that feeling your way through the fight. George did it on that night under whatever circumstances or whatever level of awareness he had to that injury, and Sasha did it here tonight. Martial artistry, combat, is so much more than punches and kicks. It's a living in the moment and letting the fight unfold and then figuring out just the moments to be water, just the moments to flow, and just the moments to crash. That was a wonderful performance, Sasha. It's one we'll remember. Awesome.
Yes, thank you, Robin Black. Of course, Santa is in the house. He has got a lot of presents next to him. If you want some presents under your tree, of course, the Karate Combat store is available. Want to wear the same gear our world-class karateka rock inside the pit? Buy it now at store.karate.com. Bas, what do you want to go steal from the store? You're pretty good with plugging those gloves there.
Yeah, you know, I have all that stuff. That's what happens when you work for the company. You know, you got all the gear.
Let's have a quick chat about that fight we've just seen. Maybe we'll get some replays of the fight rolled in again. Let's talk first about Rob Buxton. Look, he was pretty composed, but as you mentioned, George, he was swinging and missing, and that head movement from Palatnikov causing him some trouble.
Yeah, it's always better to not touching the punch instead of blocking it, to not just simply being there, you know. And I feel like Buxton was guarding a little bit too much of it, like a boxing style, and with those small gloves, you know, it's hard, especially when you're in close range and you're in a punching exchange. You don't want to stay there too long, because the longer you're there, the more you heighten the odds in the favor of getting punched. You know what I mean? So it's a risk. It's a risk to play, you know.
Yeah, Bas, Sasha Palatnikov, you know, we mentioned he'd had some big fight experience before. He kind of done a lot of professional sports all over the world, and we knew he was going to be a formidable character, but that was impressive.
Very impressive. The way he was moving out of the way, it was not like he was standing and moving like he was just going nice and relaxed. It was not even up to speed, so to say, because he knew he was outside the range, and that talks about the focus that he has in there, the ringmanship, the pitmanship, whatever you want to call it. He just knows exactly where he is and at what space and what distance.
Yeah, and of course, this is a really interesting middleweight division. Our champion might have been watching that pretty eagerly.
Ooh, that will be a big one. That will be a big fight between those two guys. Oosh.
Not to you know, put too many thoughts in the company's head, but I'll take it if you can do it.